He is known across the globe for his golden voice.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
But Italian tenor Andrea Bocelli also has a heart of gold, and for the past 10 years has been expanding his charity work through the Andrea Bocelli Foundation. And today, I'm meeting Andrea and his wife Veronica at the Foundation's headquarters in the Italian city of Florence. Did you ever imagine, Andrea, when you were a young boy growing up here in Italy, that one day you would be this huge star all over the world, loved by so many, selling 45 million records and now having your own foundation? Did you ever imagine this in your wildest dreams?
No, assolutamente. Nessuno può immaginare.
Absolutely not. Nobody could imagine anything like this would ever have happened. But it happened. Success is an accident on the road. Things happen because there is a grand design.
Preciso a monte.
Firenze stanotte sei bella in un manto di stelle.
Andrea Bocelli was born with congenital glaucoma, a degenerative eye condition, and he became completely blind at the age of 12.
Nell'ombra nascondi diamanti.
Io ho sempre amato cantare, il canto è sempre stata la mia vera passione.
I have always loved to sing. Singing has always been my true passion, but I didn't like to sing when I was playing football with my friends. I didn't like being disturbed or distracted from my games. People would always call me, "Come on, sing for us." And then they started calling me to sing in church, at birthday parties, at school, everywhere. So it became like...
meant to be.
Sì.
Meant to be. When did you get the courage, Andrea, to say to your family, to those around you, because I know you studied law, when did you get the courage to say, I want to be a professional singer?
Well, the life of an artist is a gamble from the beginning. No one can be certain of succeeding in this career. So you have to have some alternatives for yourself that then can be useful for the career if you are lucky enough to succeed. So I studied a lot because this was what they wanted from me, my parents. It was the example they gave me. I had studied, and when I found myself in this career, this was undoubtedly very useful.
I heard you say once in an interview, Andrea, when you were telling people, I want to be a singer, somebody said to you, yeah, you're good, but nobody will pay $1 to hear you sing. You remember that?
Sì, mi ricordo, sì. Mio babbo mi diceva...
Yes, I remember. My father told me, when people tell you good job, this means nothing. The day that they are willing to pay a ticket to come to hear you, then you can say that you are a singer.
As well as his passion for music, he has always had a strong passion for his Catholic faith and has even performed for 3 popes at the Vatican. I know that you are a man of strong faith. You have a strong Catholic faith. How important is your religion to you?
Ma per me diciamo che è una ragione di vita.
For me, I can say it is a reason for life. Because life, even if it lasts 100 years, is so insignificant when you compare it to eternity. If life didn't exist, an eternal life, life after life, then everything would lose all meaning. So my faith comes from extremely simple reasoning. I do not believe in the clock without the clockmaker. I don't think anything can be achieved without someone who has designed and built it. Therefore, I have faith. I have a lot of faith in the one who made the world.
Molta fiducia in colui che ha fatto il mondo.
I read once a quote from you. You said, "Everyone has a destiny, but destiny is God." What did you mean by that?
Nel senso che chi
Whoever puts his life in the hands of the one who created it, who wants him, desires and loves him, puts their life in good hands.
Panis angelicus, fit panis hominum.
diciamo che io, se è vero, senz'altro è vero.
It is absolutely true that to whom much is given, much is asked. I cannot imagine what will be asked of me when I find myself face to face with the one who made the world, because so much has been given to me. I have been given a unified family that has supported me and loved me. I am loved by my friends that I have close to me, loved by my wife, my children, and loved by the fans. I've had a life of rich possibilities, of experiences, so much received, and so there is so much I should try to give.
Molto dovrei provare a dare.
L'arno d'argento si specchia il firmamento, mentre un sospiro e un canto si perde lontano.
It's this strong faith that led him to establish the Andrea Bocelli Foundation in 2011 with his wife Veronica. Together, they lead this charity which aims to empower the poor and those in need all over the world with a focus on educational projects. And what was it, Andrea, when you looked around at the situation, what saddened your heart and made you want to help?
Fissare un momento in cui dentro di me è nata.
If I had to pinpoint a moment when I had the greatest desire within me to do something for the world, it would be the time when Veronica woke me up in tears because of what happened in Haiti, with the earthquake and the tragedy that was happening in the country. In that moment, I understood that the time had come for me to be active and to do something.
È arrivato il momento di attivarsi, di fare qualcosa.
And Veronica, among all the many other things you do, you're heavily involved in the foundation. Give me an example of some of the projects that you work on.
When we started almost 10 years ago, I mean, this year is going to be the 10-year celebration, which is a big number from a certain point of view, a very small one on the other. So I want to believe that whatever we've been able to achieve during the past years is just a kickoff of what we can do in the future. The amazing power of life, just to be together to do something good for somebody else. Then God's there.
The foundation has been increasing its charity work with a strong focus on helping the people of Haiti and at home here in Italy after a devastating earthquake in 2016. And for Andrea and Veronica, they say this is just the beginning. Andrea, what are your hopes and dreams for the future of the foundation here?
I am confident that the foundation will grow in size, in projects, in quantity and quality of the projects.
Amazing grace.
And speaking of hope, it was that very message, a message of hope and light, that Andrea Bocelli transmitted to the world when he performed a special concert in an empty Milan cathedral at the height of the COVID pandemic. His message to the world was simple: this too shall pass.
È difficile trovare parole.
It is difficult to find the words that can really uplift those who are suffering. Suffering is a condition that has always touched me deeply. It is always difficult to say a word to comfort to those who really suffer. But certainly, humanity has known even more difficult times than this. So, one must look with great optimism forward because this time too will pass.
When you look back at your amazing life so far and your illustrious career, what are you most proud of?
L'affetto che sono riuscito.
The way that I have been able to capture people's hearts, for me, this is really the most important thing.
Any regrets?
Regrets? No. Regrets, no. Maybe some things I would have done differently, but regrets? No.